What is this place? A circus, perhaps? No, not exactly.
Looks aside, they seem to be using some pretty decent phone machinery.
Whoa! What is that? It's creepy!
A costume? How cute.
What? It's creepy! Tokunaga is way cuter. Tokunaga cute?
So what is this place anyway?
Welcome to our home.
You're the Darkwings.
Your home? You mean this is the Darkwings hideout?
That's right. At times, we're a circus troupe, the Black Dream. Other times, we're noble thieves, the Darkwings. But we're always the custodians of this hidden town. Welcome, visitors, to our proud home. Welcome to Namkobanda Isle.
Hidden town? You mean Kimlaska doesn't know about this?
We take pride in our lives. We're not ruled by anyone. Except for Noir, that is. She created this town after all. Well, I may not look it, but I'm actually a busy guy. I'll be on my way now. You've come all this way. Take a look around before you go.
Take a look around? We don't have time for...
Why not? We can afford a short rest.
Colonel, are you sure?
I won't force you to stay if you are not interested, but this is an autonomous state, in a manner of speaking. I think it would be to our advantage to look around.
You're probably right. We might start to understand the Darkwings a little better, too.
The Darkwings. Yes, I suppose so. All right, field trip.
This is some phone machine. I'm amazed simple thieves could get their hands on something like this.
This is a monitoring system. It looks like it's keeping an eye on the town's surroundings.
Then the attack on the Albior came from being monitored here. That's really nasty.
I doubt that it was originally intended for a counterattack. The attacks launched on the Albior were mere fireworks, after all.
That's right. We never had to worry about nobody flying in before, so we just used regular fireworks.
So have people approached by land and sea?
Yeah, but our defense systems kept them out.
I see. So those unnatural whirlpools are your handiwork.
Can you really make whirlpools?
Well, all it really takes is a difference in water level.
And there are rock walls all around. Blocking the sea entrance would truly make it a solitary island.
But wouldn't that make it difficult to replenish supplies?
They're thieves. They probably just steal it all. Though I guess it would be hard to bring back in.
Regular thieves wouldn't build a base here. It's just not efficient. Isn't that what you're trying to say, Tyr?
Yes.
Yeah. So why did you build a town in a place like this anyway?
Huh, I'm not too sure. If you really want to know, you should try asking Noir. I got no idea if she'll tell you or not, but you can try.
Well, hello, kids. Never thought we'd see you all the way out here.
Well, you gave us the key, didn't you?
Oh my, I don't recall giving it to you.
Does it really matter? Anyway, there's something I wanted to ask you. Can you tell me about Nam Kabanda Isle?
What do you want to know?
Why did you set it up?
Oh, what to do?
Hey, lady, tell us, and we'll give you Guy.
Yanis, what are you trying to...
That doesn't sound too bad. I was getting tired of these good-for-nothings anyway. It might be fun to work with a handsome man like you for a change.
No, I don't think I'm your type. You need someone a little more,
Relax, I'm kidding. But you are darling when you panic. So, here's the deal.
Noir!
Noir!
Quiet, you two. It's been 15 years now. I was born in Malkuth on the Isle of Ferris. It was destroyed by the tidal wave from Hod's destruction. I'd probably have been monster food myself if a passing ship hadn't picked me up. And not just me. York and Urushi, too.
We was awful lucky to have been saved under them circumstances.
We lost our homes, our families, everything in that instant.
From that day on, we did anything to stay alive. Anything. We nabbed a scorer one time, and heard what happened to Ferris was part of the closed score. If they'd told people earlier, everybody could have survived.
That truth was really hard on Noir. She got more depressed by the day.
All we could do was watch over her.
That's enough, both of you. Anyway, I got to thinking. Doth controlled the world through the score. As long as the Order held the closed score, neither Malkuth nor Kimlaska could disobey them. So the rulers of both countries forgot their people and started kissing up to Doth. We figured it'd be better to give those idiots riches to their suffering people.
As time went by, we started to pick up war orphans and whatnot. And before we knew it, we were a family of 459.
As thieves, we can't live out in the open. But with so many people, it's kind of hard to hide. So we built a town out here.
Only a few work as thieves. Most are performers in the circus.
Nobody but the thieves knows there's thieving being done.
Well, I think that probably answered your question.
You're really kind.
Oh, my. That's unexpected.
Jade, about this town.
Yes, we can't just let them go.
Jade, that's cruel.
Their past certainly deserves sympathy, but that hardly excuses the theft of property.
Colonel, it's not that bad.
It most certainly is. Though I don't intend to file a report until actually catching them in the act.
Well, that's a surprise. Mr. Necromancer, I'd heard you were pretty rough.
We have no intention of being caught either. The town should be safe for a while.
Noir, it's time for the next performance.
I know. So long, kids.
It seems that even the Colonel has some kindness within him.
I must admit, it rather pains me to be trusted.
Colonel, you can't mean you tricked them.
No, their knowledge could come in handy. It's best to keep them on a short leash for now. Besides, a small town like this would fall to a siege in no time.
I couldn't eat another bite. you sure seem to like reading. These books all look so hard.
It's quite enjoyable to learn new things. For example, Master Luke, do you know about the history of Baticul?
It was built in a crater made from a large phone stone that fell to Earth, right?
Yes. Now, as it happens, this area was once known as Hispania.
Here it comes. I hate history.
Hispania. I've heard people talk about ancient Hispanian before, but...
Yes, indeed. This is the very same Hispania.
Hispania was destroyed by King Julius of Kimlasca.
Kimlasca was still a small country, but in defeating Hispania, it took its place among the world's powers.
Huh.
At the time, both Kimlasca and Malkuth were vassal states.
The Malkuth Empire began during the revolution of ND 468, when it declared independence.
So Malkuth and Kimlasca could have ended up parts of the same country?
That certainly is a possibility. History's funny that way.
In any case, lay people this well versed in history are a rarity. I'm impressed.
Well, I may be a layperson now, but I was once the protector of the Gardios family.
Oh yeah, Father was talking about letting you retire when things settle down.
Yes, it's been a pleasure serving you all these years.
We're going to take him in at my place. You can see him again when you come visit me. Don't look so down.
Yeah, I guess.
I'll leave this book here, Master Luke.
I got animated
Please
emotes.
feel free to
Finally
read
is
it if you're
X1 bear
interested.
paw.
Hey there, Zoki. Hey, thanks for the reminder. Let me take a look at my dashboard right now. Nope. Still says coming
Zuki
soon.
Histy.
Coming
Zuki
soon.
Sip.
Animated
Zuki
emotes.
Choka.
Your animated emote slots are coming soon. So, still don't have them. I should check. I was like, are you the one? Oh yeah, you are the one who uploaded the Histy Pisty for Naro's channel.
I will. Thanks, Pear.
Yeah, mine has been saying coming soon for the longest time. Wait, how many do you have? You have 3 of them? Probably have a lot of subs.
I can send it to you too if you want it on BTTV. I just don't want it public, since I had someone steal an emote once.
Did you make yours yourself? You could probably tell I didn't make any of my emotes, but all of my emotes are like on Pranker Faces and stuff
Solgren.
like that. Solgren? Okay. Yeah, I don't have any art
And someone
skills.
else who stopped doing emotes.
Yeah, since I don't have art skills, I'm like, whatever. I figured I'm probably never gonna get big enough on Twitch, so I don't need to like pay for emotes or commission them.
Just do a Raid Shadow Legends sponsored stream for HEAD.
I've tried stuff like that. I've tried Raid Shadow Legends. I've tried streaming the most popular things. Streamed Fortnite, League of Legends. I don't mind it too much. I have a full-time job. I just stream for fun. I don't need anybody to subscribe or give me bits or anything. I can just stream and have fun and have people pop into my chat once in a while. That's all I want.
Like brand new mobile games is a way to get some viewers.
I can stream mobile games, kind of. It's
like the Hatsune Miku game.
The problem is, it's very difficult for me to stream rhythm games because there's a delay when I connect my phone to my capture card.
Elgato Wireless Capture app has 0 delay.
Elgato Wireless Capture app. Is that an app for my phone?
Well, it does, but audio comes out of both screen and mobile device.
Could help. Let me take a look. Because I have an Android. Androids don't have native USB-C to HDMI
Get it
out.
on phone and download on PC.
Alright, let me see. Elgato. Is it called Elgato? Which one? There's 2 of them.
4K Capture Utility is the PC program from Elgato.
Which I
Forgot what
have.
it is called on phone.
Oh, it's not.
It's like $5.
Not free? It's either Elgato Control Center or Stream Deck Mobile. And let's see. I don't think it's Control Center. Stream Deck Mobile? Nah, that can't be it either.
Screen Link.
Screen Link. I'm looking for it right now. Oh, wait. Screen Link. Still don't see it. Screen Link.
Might be iOS only.
Could be. Let me check on my computer first. Screen Link from Elgato. It does appear to be Apple only. I'm looking on the website and it just says download in the Apple Store. Yeah, it's only showing an Apple link. Screen Link. Oh, the free version's only 15 minutes. Oh man. Yeah, here's the thing though. If I have iOS, I don't need Screen Link because I can do HDMI out. Because I know that iOS devices do HDMI out. It's Android devices that don't do that. Samsung devices do have HDMI out, but the audio delay is like horrible. I've tried it before. That might be a reason why, for example, Cherno doesn't stream mobile rhythm games, because I think he has a Samsung, but the audio delay is just so bad.
Well, the audio stops coming from iPad when you do the capture card on iOS 2.
Yeah, I think that's the situation right now. If you do capture card, there is that audio delay, so it makes it a little bit more difficult to time. And the game options doesn't have enough delay. Like, yeah, there's an option for delay, but it's not enough. Like, you need to delay it even more than what the game allows. I think early on,
the Elgato program was the only way I found to have audio to listen without the PC.
maybe something to consider, but I don't have any iOS devices. But I think about 3 years ago when Bandori just came out for global...
Headphones didn't work.
Oh yeah, headphones don't work if you're like doing a capture card thing. But like the early days of playing Bandori, the delay wasn't too bad. Like it was within the range of the options.
The audio delay I have when doing direct or other wireless is like 0.1, but Miko didn't have options I could find for adjusting button presses.
The button presses? I don't even know what you're referring to for that. I'd have to test it out. I think I can do the delay. I'm not getting too much into Project Sekai because I followed the Japan progress, and people have told me it does get pretty pay to win as the game ages. Like early on it's not too bad, but people were saying that once the game's like a year old, then it starts getting like pretty bad pay to win. That's one of the reasons why I stopped playing Bandori. It just, after like 2 years, the pay to win just got too much, or there was just too much of a power creep for me to keep up without spending anything. I was gonna say I do find my niche in streaming like either MMOs or like new games that just came out. But since I don't have much time for that, I guess I kind of found my new niche in streaming live events, since I have this set up to go out in public and do streams like that. For example, there's another convention this Saturday that I'm going to be streaming at.
Shall we?
Here! Sing! Crescent Strike! Sword Rain Alpha!
Oh, divine speed!
Arise, O violent waters, to rout mine enemy!
Tiger Blade! Be gone! Didn't work! Want to see how strong I really am?
O dark and strong, loose thy blade and run mine
Can't
enemy
win!
through! Thunderblade!
Burning Thrust! Tiger Blade! Guardian! Swallow Fury! Piercing Flash! Sword Rain Alpha!
Absolute!
O noble conflagration! Incinerate all! Raising Phoenix!
More to thy power!
Sing! Nothing personal.
Bring it, Brian! Light spear cannon!
That's enough!
Blade, reveal your fury! Dragon Tempest! Be gone! Burning heaven!
Blade the veil, cremate my enemies in a cage of...
Owen undefiled embrace those who would be on their knees. Innocent shine!
Crimson Strike! Guess that does it. Is Ash really out here? Things would be easier if I could just call out to him like he does to me.
Nothing you can do about it. Let's start by checking the Sephiroth further on.
Oh my, are you kids looking for the Jewel of Lorelei too?
How do you know about the Jewel of Lorelei?
Because Ash never shuts up.
Apparently you all failed to get the jewel. Ash was awful mad.
So is Ash here then?
You know, he drones on and on about Natalia this, Natalia that. Now you're droning on and on about Ash this, Ash that. How
60% is Natalia, 30 is the replica, and the rest is Van. Add that all up, and you've got everything the boss ever talks about.
I can totally imagine.
Indeed.
Anyway, that means that Ash is here, right?
He's looking for the jewel inside. We were told to wait out here.
Let's go after him. We'll get him on our side this time.
I just know this is going to end in an argument.
Let's go! Leave it to me!
Burning Thrust! Burning Thrust! Light Spear Cannon!
Italian who's born just the very soul!
Be gone! Who's next?
Not think you can escape me! Pour forth, O Starlight! Another slay!
Burning Thrust! Light Shock! Burning Thrust!
Brace yourself! Snare shot!
Too easy.
So everyone caught in the avalanche here managed to get out alive?
Apparently so.
Why would the Major be cooperating with Mose? Their goals were completely opposite.
They've already cooperated several times. Perhaps it suits their respective purposes. Or they may both simply be using one another.
Mose thinks the God Generals follow him, but the God Generals seem to have other ideas.
What's this? ND 1999, in commemoration of the birth of my daughter, Meryl.
What is it, Luke? Find something?
No, just some trash.
Uh-huh.
Meryl, that was Natalia's real name, right? The birth year is the same, too.
I'm sorry, we stopped because of all my chatter. Let's hurry onward.
No sign of the jewel here, either. Is that sword the key of Lorelei? You again?
Ash, please tell us. Where is Lorelei being kept? Is Van still alive?
You can contact Lorelei, right? You know where it is, don't you? No, I haven't heard Lorelei since the land was lowered. It won't respond to me either. So it's no use, even to an original.
In that case, would you at least tell us what you know?
Ash, please?
From the start, Lorelei has wanted to be freed from the core. Lorelei contacted us because it thought staying in the core would harm the planet.
That's what Lorelei was saying when it inhabited Tyr's body.
So Lorelei is being held within the planet's core?
No, not anymore. It disappeared from the core when you defeated Van. Then where? During our final contact, Lorelei said it had been trapped inside Van.
So my brother is alive.
But the Commandant was really hurt. How could he have possibly...
I don't know, but Van's absorbed Lorelei into his body. The seventh phonon has the power to heal. I suppose Van was lucky.
So freeing Lorelei means freeing it from within Van?
That's right. Lorelei wants to leave Aldrin's gravity and become the seventh layer of the phone belt. I'm looking for the Jewel of Lorelei to help make that happen. This sword won't work as the key without the jewel inlaid into it. Oh, yeah, Lorelei said to use the key to free it.
Just like in Yulia's legends, you imbue the key with the essence of Lorelei and guide it to the phone belt.
But where is the jewel? It's your fault! If you had gotten the key from Lorelei, none of this would have happened. Me? It must have flown out through one of the Sephiroth. The God Generals are looking for it too. If those bastards get to the key first, we won't be able to set Lorelei free.
If we can't free Lorelei, the planet storm will grow stronger to create more seventh phonons.
Destroying the world.
Exactly. Ash, wait up! Where are you going? The jewel wasn't here either. I'm looking somewhere else. Then we'll look with you. I have no intention of getting friendly with a replica. It's because I'm just a replica that I need your help. Do you really think you have any right to say that?
Stop it! This is no time for the two of you to be arguing.
I'm going on to the next Sephiroth. That's the only way I'll find the jewel you failed to receive. You all do whatever you want. I suppose I could let you know if I find something.
Let's leave the jewel to Ash and head on to Batical to look for that scorer, shall we?
Fine. So once again, Ash and I go our separate ways. Why does it always end like this?
Don't you realize?
Huh?
Never mind.
This looks like fun.
That's right.
What's with all the commotion?
Hey, what happened?
They arrested that criminal Mose and brought him in from Doth.
What?
But then he got away. They're closing off the perimeter and starting a citywide search.
Which means that Mose is still somewhere within Batical.
All right, let's search for Mose, too.
I can't afford to be captured here with Eldrant almost arisen.
Stop! Mose!
Turn yourself into the Order of Lorelei and face the consequences of your crimes.
Please! Those who must atone for their crimes are you fools who would ignore the score! I am right! How can you not understand?
Of course you are, Grand Maestro.
Ah, Dist!
Dist, perhaps I ought to have left you permanently frozen.
Silence, you! You always break your promises! You never play fair! Now, Mose, let's leave this riffraff behind and proceed to Eldrant.
Wait, Dist! The power of the Phone Master shall be mine, here and now!
Perhaps the austere majesty of Eldrant would make a more fitting stage.
I'll reveal my new might to these fools who have lost sight of how the world should be.
In that case, by all means.
Dist, what are you thinking? That art!
Silence! Mose has decided this for himself. You have no right to interfere.
What the hell?
It's just like my eyes. He's strengthening his phonic arts by inscribing a phonic glyph on himself to gather phonons. But that's the phonic glyph to gather the 7th phonon.
But if that's inscribed on someone who can't use the 7th phonon, every phonon in their body would mutate.
This! What have I become?
Your body has simply taken a more suitable form to prevent your 7th phonons from going out of control. Have no fear. Your powers are now truly those of a Phone Master.
Oh, I can feel it surging within me. So this is the power of Yulia. I'm heading straight to Eldrant from here. See that you follow shortly.
To think a human could become something so hideous.
When the 7th phonon is implanted in one who cannot use it, his body rejects it, leading to madness.
Mose desired the power of a Phone Master above all else. I'm sure he won't mind. Personally, I'm satisfied to perform experiments regardless of the subject.
So that bastard Mose would become a monster to protect the score.
Speaking of the score, where did that traveler giving illegal readings go?
Perhaps he's moved on to a new city. We should report to the Order about him. And Mose.
That's fine, but who's in charge of the Order of Lorelei these days?
I'm not sure. Perhaps it's grandfather now.
Nobody in Doth has any idea of what's going on. I say we talk to Teodoro.
You're right.
Ugh, what's going to happen to the Order?
Sorry, as long as we're in Batical, I'd like to go see His Majesty.
Oh, you're right. Yes, let's go.
Well, that didn't work. It's not like I can mention this locket in front of Natalia.
Luke, we're leaving now.
Yeah. Actually, I kind of want to meet with His Majesty alone.
My, what's wrong? Is it something we shouldn't know about?
Well, not exactly.
You're such a bad liar. Just tell her.
Guy!
Truth is, Natalia, he's got a letter of a personal nature from Emperor Peony.
But why hide it?
This is highly confidential. His Imperial Majesty is considering making you his bride.
Me? But I've got Luke. And Ash, too, I suppose. Oh, what to do?
Natalia, you can't have both. No fair.
Anyway, he asked that the letter get to your father without you knowing.
Now I understand. Very well. I'll be waiting here.
Thank you for understanding. Well, Luke, shall we?
Huh? No, but I was going to go alone.
Now, don't be stubborn. Let's go.
Then we're coming too.
Right.
Hold on. Guy, Jade, Annis, fine. Tyr?
I'm sorry, it just kind of happened.
It's that locket you found on Mount Ronil, isn't it?
Yeah. I guess you noticed.
You were standing there staring at some locket you found looking like somebody just died.
He's right. Sometimes one just can't help being curious.
Yep.
Just don't tell Natalia.
What's going on, Luke? I don't see Natalia with you.
Your Majesty, please take a look at this.
This is...
I don't know what Natalia looked like as a baby, so I thought maybe Your Majesty could...
This is Natalia. I'm almost certain of it. Where did you find this?
On Mount Ronil, at the spot where we and the God Generals were caught in that avalanche.
I think I've seen that before. I could have sworn that Largo...
Are you sure? Well, Largo is about the only possible candidate, but...
I hear that Natalia's childhood wet nurse is away on leave. I hear she's now working for Aster in Cassidonia. Try to speak with her.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Do you plan to tell Natalia?
What would Your Majesty have us do?
I don't know. Perhaps it would be best to tell her. But if it is indeed Largo...
We'll report to Your Majesty again once we have a solid answer.
Thank you. Luke, what's with all this Your Majesty business? It's unlike you.
Well, I'm just a replica.
Oh, don't be foolish. You're still a nephew to me.
Yes, sir.
This is quite a surprise. To think that Natalia could be Largo's daughter.
Nothing is sure yet.
But it will be so hard for her if it is true.
So, are we going to Chesedonia? Be careful. Natalia will catch on eventually.
What about that score performing illicit readings? How about we tell her we heard the score was headed for Chesedonia?
Nice. Natalia should go along with that.
But we're going to have to tell her sometime, right? She'll probably be really hurt.
Yes. It's hard to face one's own blood as an enemy.
Right. And Natalia in particular has a fragile side to her that makes me worry.
Welcome back. So, what did Father have to say?
Oh, he talked about how you had Ash and all.
Ash? So Father is thinking of Ash and me? But then you...
No. I meant he said Ash or me, either one.
More importantly, we heard that traveling scorer has headed to Chesedonia. We're already going in that direction. Let's follow him.
I see. Perhaps he'll move straight on to Malkuth from there. Perhaps we could delay our report to Teodoro until after Chesedonia then.
Sure, of course.
All right. Let's see what we find in Chesedonia.
You're an amazing liar, Colonel. Your smile hasn't budged.
Oh, I assure you, I'm crying on the inside, racked with guilt.
Uh-huh.
That's quite a crowd over there. Let's take a look.
I suppose if we snuck off now to ask around, Natalia would be pretty mad, huh?
Luke, wait. Something's odd here.
All who desire a reading of the score, follow me. All who come shall have a reading.
Looks like our lie has become the truth.
Hold it right there. The Order of Lorelei has called a halt to all score readings. That score is a fake.
That hurts, Anis. From now on, it won't be the old Order of Lorelei reading the score. The score will be read by the new Order of Lorelei and its glorious leader, Phone Master Mose.
Ion! No, you're...
Sync, so you survived too?
There go our last hopes for at least one casualty among the God Generals. I imagine it's true then, that Van survived and assimilated Lorelei within himself.
If you know that much, shouldn't you be looking for the jewel a little harder?
You all haven't found it yet either.
If no one finds it, we keep the upper hand.
Brazen as ever, I see.
Sync, what's this new Order of Lorelei? What do you mean by Phone Master Mose?
Didn't Mose tell you? Our darling little traitor?
I wasn't working for him because I wanted to.
Easy. I'm not carrying that deadweight Mose around for kicks either. Now, as I was saying before that interruption, all who want score readings, follow me.
Stop right there!
We want to know the score! Yeah, he's right!
But, Annis, please let me go. You of all people should understand.
Ion!
Don't forget, fighting with me means fighting with Ion.
That bastard! How cruel!
Annis, you can't let it get to you. Sync and Ion are completely different people.
She's right. Just like Luke and Ash are different people.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm not letting it bother me. I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine!
Annis, don't push yourself too hard.
I'm not pushing anything.
Natalia, would you take Annis to the bazaar or somewhere to cheer her up a bit? The rest of us will go speak to Aster to alert him of the traveling scorer.
Certainly. Annis, let's take a walk.
Damn, you're good, Jade.
Yes, but Annis looked angry at being used as the bait.
Jade will take responsibility for that later. But she was really depressed.
Let's set aside responsibility for the moment and go see Aster.
I see. We'll pay careful attention to any and all scorers coming through the area.
Please do. With that out of the way, might we?
You'd like to speak with Natalia's nanny, correct? I'll call for her.
Goodness, if it isn't Master Luke.
There's something I'd like to show you.
This was Bardock's.
Bardock?
Meryl's father. He was Sylvia's... my son-in-law.
Could you tell us a little bit about him?
Bardock used to work as a guard for a caravan that traveled across the desert. His closest friends used to call him the Lion of the Desert. He was a big man with a big heart.
Lion of the Desert, the Black Lion. His large stature.
There's little doubt.
So where's this Bardock person now?
I'm afraid I haven't seen him since my daughter Sylvia passed away.
Thank you very much. That's more than enough.
If there's anything else I can do for you, don't hesitate to come by again.
Oh my, that was fast. Did you pass along a warning to Aster?
Yeah, more or less.
Luke, I want a full report later.
I know. I'm sorry.
You're weird. Why should you apologize and not the Colonel?
Phew. I appreciate it, Luke.
What's all this about?
Oh, nothing.
Really? Well, in any case, this new Order of Lorelei business is worrisome.
Let's go talk with Grandfather.
Which means Yulia City, right? Nice! I love that town.
Oh, really? Why?
Phone machines. Phone machines.
There's no need to react like that. Anyway, let's get moving.
I see. The first order of business is to restore the Order of Lorelei. Leave the order to me. I'll pull something together centered around Tritheim. To think that Mose, a paragon of what a Watcher should be, should come to this. It is truly a shame.
Grandfather, Mose mentioned an Eldrant. Do you have any idea what he meant?
The only Eldrant I know is the name of the glorious land of ancient Hispanian legend. I'm afraid I don't know much about Eldrant, but something odd has come up.
Something odd?
There is an overall decline in 7th phonons. But there are spots at which they're being expended at an astonishing rate.
Where?
One is an undersea location near the 6th Sephiroth, but an investigation team found nothing. We're currently in pursuit of a second site now.
Pursuit? How can one pursue a stationary location?
There's no other way to put it. For whatever reason, its position keeps changing.
Could it be some mobile facility? A ship or a carriage?
I don't know. But it would take much more than a ship to expend this many 7th phonons.
Is there no pattern to the movement?
That's currently being looked into. We do know that it's traveling around the ocean.
A giant object traveling the ocean, huh?
The only peacetime application of that many 7th phonons would be Thaumacrite. This is most disturbing.
If you think so, Jade, then it probably is a facility for Thaumacrite.
Let's search the ocean as thoroughly as possible.
Hey, is that island moving?
A floating island? That's physically impossible.
That island, I feel like I've seen it before.
Shall we land and take a look? We may find some clue down there.
It just might be the facility consuming 7th phonons that Grandfather was talking about.
I'm sure I've seen this place before.
Is this the Isle of Ferris? It was crushed in the tidal wave after the destruction of Hod.
Yes! It's the island across from Hod.
The Isle of Ferris?
It's an island from the Hod archipelago. It had a lot of trade back when Hod still existed.
But even hit by a tidal wave, how could solid land become a floating island?
Yes, I can't imagine it's a natural phenomenon.
Which means there's some trick to it. Let's keep looking.
I've got a bad feeling about this. Keep your eyes open.
Shall we?
Here!
the face of the mighty dragon!
Leave it to me.
Farewell.
Let's go! Demon Face!
Infernal prison! Can't win! No way! Be gone! Sideblade and run my enemy! Thunderblade!
Excellent! I'll do whatever it takes.
This looks like fun.
I won't elaborate on this.
Want to see how strong I feel?
Prepare!
Oh, divine. Holy
I'll crush you!
Rending strike! Who's next? Present strike! Absolute! No way! Tiger Punch! Shatter! Frigid Blast!
Hold on, Stormcloud. Loose thy blade and run my enemies through.
Tiger Punch! Speed!
Well, you did your best.
These guys are wimps.
They'll still beat you if your guard's down.
Divine Spear, run my enemies
Flames of hell, cremate my enemies in a cave of fire. Infernal prison!
Be gone!
Guess you're ready.
Arise, rout mine enemies. Blessed drop! Prepare yourself.
Tiger
Piercing blade of ice.
I'm not good at holding back.
The buildings around here all look similar.
Now that you mention it, they do. Guy, how come they're all like this?
Well, I don't know the details, but I heard that a single architect planned the whole town. They named the island after him.
So the architect was named Ferris?
Yeah, apparently the emperor of the time was struck by the uniform beauty of the town. And the architecture of Grand Kokma was influenced by Ferris's style as well.
I see, I see.
What do you mean, I see? You know more about it than I do.
Not at all. I quite dislike giving explanations.
Liar, you've been explaining things all this time.
That's why I dislike it. Especially explaining general knowledge. I'd rather leave that to others. It's quite exhausting.
Goodness, simple explanations aren't that tiring, are they?
I am getting on in my years, after all.
Right.
Mew! 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 Mew!
right, let's go. Here. Sick, ha, sick. Ha, no way. Ha, sick, sick, sick. King of fire. Infernal prison. Be gone. Burning heaven. Seven ways. Shatter.
I feel nothing for my enemy.
These guys are Bips.
Don't get cocky.
No way to hell. Remain my enemy to negate the fire. Light spear cannon. Be gone. Burning heaven. Tiger blade.
Oh, divine,
be gone.
run my enemy through.
Burning heaven. Rest in a merciless silver embrace. Absolute. Piercing flash. Light flash. Well, you did your best. This looks like fun. That's right. I can't win. Ready cross. Do it. Cannon. Who's next?
I'll do whatever it takes.
This looks like fun.
That's right.
Bring it on! Blade, reveal your fury! Blades of hell, cremate mine enemies in a case of fire! Take the infernal prison! That wasn't too bad.
These guys are wimps. They'll still beat you if you charge down.
Run my enemy through! O admonishing melody, arise in the name of the necromancer, Mystic Cage! Now know what true power is! Tiger Blade! Final Cross! Arise, O Islanders!
Who's next? I thought I did pretty well there.
You move too much. You can't think about your reaction, just react.
You never let up.
What is it, Luke?
Oh, I was just thinking, it must have been a beautiful town.
Yeah, I don't remember much, but there was a big port and the town was always lively.
Yeah?
The collapse of Hod, the tidal wave, most of the people probably died without even knowing what had happened. It may have been easier on them that way. Relatively speaking, of course.
It must have been horrible for the survivors as well. Nothing would have grown.
And all of them were just innocent bystanders.
An innocent island, washed away and forgotten.
An innocent island indeed.
Arietta.
This looks like fun.
I won't allow carelessness.
Piercing flash! Be gone!
The earth brings forth the fangs of the mighty dragon.
No way! Crush him!
The earth brings forth the fangs of the mighty dragon.
The difference is so obvious.
There's someone here.
That voice. Annis! This is my special place. You can't just come barging in. You're not welcome here, Annis.
Ferris is your special place? What do you mean?
This is where I was born. My family all died in the flood. Mommy Liger saved me. I was so lonely, but Van came one day and invited me to join him. He stopped Ferris from sinking and made it into my own private ship. Van and the others have visited several times. They said they'd make this our base.
So this was my brother's headquarters.
And most likely a facility for Famicry.
If you're talking about a replica machine, then yes, we have one. We need it. After all, Van promised he would recreate my whole city.
That's nothing but an illusion. Replicas aren't your family or even a replacement.
No, you're wrong. Look at Luke. He's a replacement for Ash. Ion understood me. He even helped Van. The only reason Ion changed was because Annis took over as Phone Master Guardian.
You're wrong. Master Van has tricked you.
Luke, be quiet. But you betrayed him, Annis.
What, are you saying you want that duel here and now?
My mediator Largo will decide the place. You can wait to hear from him. I fought for Ion and for Van, but now Ion is gone. I'm going to get revenge. I won't lose.
What a fool. She doesn't even realize she's being used.
If what Arietta said is true, then we can assume that this is one of Van's facilities.
Yes. Let's keep looking. Is that all right, Annis?
Yeah.
This is Famicry? Impressive. Such a large-scale endeavor operating even now.
So, this is where they're making the replicas.
Eamon and the others may have...
Let's shut it down. Perhaps that will help ease the expenditure of 7th phonons.
Right. I don't think this world needs any more replicas. Even with just me, it's already one too many.
Luke.
Stop. Why are you doing this? Why do you oppose the birth of our brethren?
We will all be given a new place to live upon the heavenly plane.
Do not interfere.
Are all of you okay with that? It's not like you were born because you were wanted.
You're wrong. We were all born because Mose wanted us.
If you say so, Mary. But once your heavenly plane is completed, your originals will all be killed.
Why should we care if those who don't accept us are killed?
That's barbaric! Without those originals, no replicas could be born!
So, now that we have been born, why should we stay beholden to the originals?
Luke, you could learn a thing or two from them.
What?
Confidence. That's why Ash gets mad at you. That's why you have trouble with Emperor Peony. You lack confidence.
Call it a will to live that borders on arrogance. You had it once.
You would call us arrogant?
Yes, I would. And someday, your own words may be turned right back at you. I wonder if you'll be able to say the same thing then.
No! Mose has moved ahead with his plan without us.
This continent of bands will become a new stronghold. Behold the dawn of the new order of Lorelei. All hands begin preparations. I shall bring prosperity to all of Aldrich in fulfillment of the score.
What's going on? What is that?
Mose, you promised us a place on the new Hod.
The new Hod? So that's Hod?
What are we to do?
We go to the site of our covenant, the Tower of Rem. Surely Mose will come for us.
But the navigational equipment was destroyed with the Thaumacrief facility.
We'll eventually drift ashore if we follow this current. We'll walk from there.
Agreed. Spread the word.
They're gone. What should we do? Do we just let them go? I can't imagine Mose taking them in.
Well, if it were me, I would certainly cut them off. As long as he has the data, he can make as many replicas as he pleases.
So they're simply to be abandoned?
In all likelihood. Though I doubt they'll realize that for a while.
They still believe in Mose.
So is that island in the sky really Hod? If so, then that would make it the replica land that Van envisioned.
I guess we'll find out when we get there.
It seems risky. But you're right.
Okay, let's ask Noel to take us up to that floating island.
Oh man, this looks tough.
Come on, the worst that could happen is we all die. Aurora of the Earth, bring forth the fangs of the mighty dragon. Ground Dasher!
Feel the hammer!
Oh God, Storm Cloud, loose thy blade and run mine enemies through. Thunderblade!
Shadow
Fury! Rest in the restless silver embrace. Absolute!
Shatter! Wicked blast!
Oh God, Storm Cloud, loose thy blade and run mine enemies through. Thunderblade!
Twisting door, distortion,
Rest in the
open
merciless
wide.
silver embrace. Absolute!
Shatter! Wicked blast! I'm so dead!
Oh Dr. Storm Cloud, loose thy blade and run my enemies. Thunderblade!
Watch out! Ha! Get out of my face!
We have no choice.
Take this!
Whoa! Lucky!
Take this! Swallow Fury!
Oh Dr. Cloud, loose thy blade and run mine enemies. Thunderblade!
I can't take you any closer. I can't break through the planet storm's protective barrier.
Wait, does that mean we can't get near it as long as the planet storm is active?
There's nothing we can do. Let's head to Grand Kokma. The military is keeping the HOD data at their headquarters.
Understood. But what do we do if it really is Van's replica land up there?
Colonel Curtis, I'm en route to His Majesty to report on the island floating above the Central Ocean.
Have you found anything out about it yet?
Chief of Staff Sussman has all the information. He's in the rear conference room.
The rear conference room. Let's hurry.
Oh, Jade. Things have really gone bad, huh?
Yes, sir. We've learned that the island floating above the Central Ocean may be Hod.
Ah, so it's true.
So that really is Hod?
Well, it's surrounded by a protective barrier formed by the planet storm. It's impossible to observe from here.
Then what led you to suspect it might be Hod, sir?
It is located exactly where Hod was, in the Outer Lands.
If it is Hod, then we can assume it's a replica created through Fomicry.
Yes, I doubt it could be anything else. Replica data for the entire island was taken just before its destruction.
Hence the new Hod. Weren't a lot of 7th phonons being consumed in that area?
Correct. Which suggests that all of this was Van's doing.
But wait, the replicas were all saying it was Moe's.
Sir, several islands in the Hod Archipelago have disappeared. The cause is unknown.
What do you think, Jade?
Perhaps phonons within the two lands are interfering with one another, causing a hyperresonance.
Yes, I would imagine that's the case. I'm headed to speak with His Majesty.
What's happening, Colonel?
Let's go see the king ourselves. I'll explain things there.
Fools who have forgotten the score!
That's Moe's voice.
Huh? Where is it coming from?
I don't know. It seems like the sky, but that's...
I am Moe's, phone master of the New Order of Lorelei! Swallowed by the cliff or shrouded in the miasma, the world today lies on the verge of destruction. And why is that? It is because both King Laska and Malkuth have abandoned Yulia's skull. False messengers have deceived both into ignoring the skull.
Your Majesty, this is...
Yes, Moe's that bastard. Just what is he trying to accomplish?
It is my duty to protect the score, to establish the New Order of Lorelei!
This isn't good. No, this sort of thing could easily make the citizens panic.
We, the New Order of Lorelei, have created the glorious land of Eldrin from the Isle of Hod. From here, we will see that the road once more follows the storm. Furthermore, we demand reparations from and the surrender of King Laska and Malkuth. If you do not accept these conditions, we will use force. The Order shall dispatch a messenger to both nations. I eagerly await your responses. Citizens? I say it is your duty to rise up against any who would reject the score. Justice lies in Yulia's score alone.
Moe's mind has already begun to degenerate from the neural contamination.
Neural contamination?
Mo's absorbed many seventh phonons without any ability to control them.
Mo's consciousness has begun to reject the seventh phonon. He's losing his capacity for rational thought.
So that's neural contamination.
He still created this preposterous new order of Lorelei of his own will. His zeal for the score is beyond all reason.
I won't allow someone like him to destroy the order Ion tried to renew.
Let's see the Emperor. Neither Emperor Peony nor King Ingobert would give in to Mo's demands.
Yes, I agree. We should start formulating countermeasures now to prepare for the worst.
What's happening? Something inside me.
He didn't last long after the seventh phonon implantation.
This extrema result from such a small quantity. What if the Commandant cannot control Lorelei?
Then as a seventh phonist, he won't see consequences like these.
What are you? Talk.
Pitiful. To think he'd be so fixated upon the score as to assume such a form.
It's time. Let's go.
I've heard. They said several islands in the Hod Archipelago have disappeared.
Yes. We believe it's due to a quasi-hyperresonance caused by the replica land interacting with the original.
Quasi-hyperresonance?
The replica land currently expanding around Eldrant is in all likelihood being constructed as replica data is extracted from the world's surface.
So, for an instant, the newly created replica and the original share the same seventh phonons. At that time, interference similar to a hyperresonance takes place.
I'm so lost right now.
In other words, the original land is destroyed as the replica land is created.
Well, then I guess we better stop it soon.
Where do you think the Thaumacrine facility creating the replica landmass is?
On Eldrant would be my guess. It takes a long time to extract the data from a landmass. We should still be able to stop it.
Might we leave this matter to you? We have no means of reaching the sky.
Of course. We'll do everything in our power.
The Malkuth armed forces will secure land defenses.
Kimloska will aid you in that as well.
Natalia, why don't you propose that summit about the score now?
Oh, that's right. Kimloska, Malkuth, and the Order of Lorelei should all come together. They'll be a lot more effective against the new Order of Lorelei that way.
Yes, you're right. Perhaps now is the time for such a gathering.
If your majesties would grant us your presence, we could also discuss strategies against Eldrant.
What are you all suggesting?
Guy, explain.
Isn't that Natalia's job? All right, whatever.
Very well. I'll make the time whenever you wish. Is Doth an acceptable location?
Yes, I think that would be best.
King Ingobert is already aware of the situation, so that leaves Teodoro next, right?
Yes, let's head to Yulia City.
So you were out here.
Largo!
You certainly took your time. Not that I was eager to see you again.
Don't be that way. Arietta says she'll meet you in the Jiggle Woods.
Arietta. So she really wants to go through with this duel. She wants to fight in our forest?
I wonder why there, of all places.
That was where her mother died.
So you're her mediator.
Then if Arietta should lose, you're the next in line to fight. Is that correct?
No, I'm only here to move things along. And I can't imagine Arietta losing.
Okay, time to teach that Arietta a lesson.
Annis, you okay? You look like you're pushing yourself a bit.
Isn't there someone else you should be worrying about more than me?
Who, Natalia?
He hasn't realized how badly she was hurt.
He's still not very sensitive to these things.
What? What are you guys talking about?
You'll figure it out.